You remember when Little Richard was on Arsenio Hall? And he said there are Christians that are gonna, crazy people are gonna run the country. He said they're fanatics and what they're gonna do. Little Richard was pretty prophetic with what he said. He said that 30 plus years ago on Arsenio. Um, Little Richard spoke up on so many issues. You know, the funny thing is that he was funny, but he was a stone cold truth. You know, when he told people to shut up, he used to crack me up. But if you listen to what he was saying, he was spot on. He talked about the industry never giving him nothing. People laughed. He talked about not getting no money. People laughed. A lot of people laughed, but they didn't pay attention to what Little Richard said. You know, he was spot on about who's running the country and the dump down culture of what is being tolerated. Um, you know, when you go back and you watch that interview where he said on Arsenio Hall show and talked about who's going to run the country, who's going to be put in situations, this is what you see. It's a manipulation that is for legalizing the segregation. It's a manipulation to legalize the segregation. You got to pay attention to how it drops because it's done in a way that it's a combination of factors, but it's like they want folks to feel kind of like don't question stuff, don't wonder about things, but yet they're doing things that aren't healthy to the naked eye or to the full eye, unless you cross-eyed. But he always was a guy of words of wisdom. He was somebody that I respected his musical talent and I respected what he overcame. You got to remember something. You're a flamboyant black male artist in the 50s in the heat of the South, racist segregationists, etc. And you are, you know, being as blatant as you can be, but you're knowing what you're dealing with. That was a mover and a shaker there. The cat wasn't afraid. And so he is just letting it be known what's up. And that's the thing I can always appreciate about Little Richard. One of the originators, proclamators, and the king of rock and roll. Yeah, he is one of the kings. He definitely is. But what he was speaking on was like, if you're not paying attention to what's going on, you're being manipulated and you're happy. And then you see the dump down. A lot of times you have conversation with people. And sometimes when you talk about, they like, they won't talk about pot, they don't talk about, think about nothing. But it's happening before you. You see things happening. You know, it's like, how do you stop, look, and listen and watch? You know, you have to be aware. They make you aware. They bring in these jive turkeys who be trying to legislate and say things, and they try to be slick. And it's not who you think. It's always your state and local who get the bag to do the long-term damage.